Hello guys, welcome to your channel, and I'm Divi, and today we're gonna edit this photo of my grandson that I took of him. First we're gonna talk a little bit about the angle and the light. What I use is off-camera flash, and I put a 45 angle of to my right, well, flash right, you can see it right here. And I also use a little stair that I got, a steward, you can say, or a bucket. You can use whatever you want. I went on top of it and I looked down and I took the picture. That's why you got this angle looking down. Also, you can see in his eye that I use a softbox right here. You can see it really clear. The picture is very sharp and clear, you know, with autofocus over there. I shot this with Nikon, I remember, ISO 200, 48 focal length. Aperture, it was f4. Shutter speed, it was 1/125th of a second on a Nikon. So what I'm trying to tell you is, don't be afraid of taking different angles and trying and experimenting and doing so. Also, this is the floor. I use the background of my floor in my kitchen to take this picture. So that's how it looks. Now we're gonna go to editing this picture, but before we do that, I'm gonna show you right here. I'm gonna click on it right here to reset it. That we have done no adjustment. This is straight how it came out of the camera. The histogram should be a little bit there, but I like it. I like how it looks. So let's start. Let's get down and dirty and get to business. And first, we're gonna begin on lens correction, and we're gonna hit enable profile correction, remove chromatic aberration, and press auto. And Lightroom didn't do that much. It thinks is good. I like so far. It's good too. Now I go back to the basic panel, open it. I'm gonna get the drop tool here, which is the white balance. I'm gonna look for a white balance, and before we do that, I'm gonna zoom in right about here, because this is this is where I want to get the white balance for. And so I'm gonna play around until I get this effect right here. That's the white balance I want right here. 10. I'll bring it up. Oh, sorry, where it was up 9, right? I'm gonna bring it to 8 right there. Okay, now we start an exposure. We're gonna bring it up. I'm gonna bring it to 20. You know what, I'm gonna bring it to 15. I'm gonna press sorry sorry guys, I'm gonna press 15 on the 5 here, and I made it to 15. Contrast, we're not gonna play around with it. I'm gonna leave it like that. Now I'm gonna bring the highlights up to I'm gonna leave it at 15 too. I'm gonna bring the shadow all the way up. I'm gonna bring it play around and see. I'm gonna bring it to 65. That looks good. You can see some detail back there. And then I'm gonna bring the whites. I'm gonna bring them up also. I'm gonna bring them up to about 35. I'm gonna bring the blacks. Sorry, the blacks. I'm gonna bring it let me see, down to 10. Clarity, I'm gonna bring it up. I'm gonna bring it up to 15. Vibrance, I'm gonna bring it up to 7. Saturation, I'm gonna bring it up just a touch, and I'm gonna bring it up. I bring it up to 2. That looks good. I go to the HSL panel, and on the HSL panel, I'm just gonna touch a couple of things, not so much. On the orange over here, I'm gonna go to about 27. It brings the skin a little bit up. The yellow, I'm gonna bring it up just a touch to 2. I'm going to hue right here and bring the orange to 4. I like that. Now I go to details. I'm gonna sharpen this picture. I'm gonna bring it up the amount to about 70. The radius I'm gonna bring it 1.5, and details I'm gonna bring it to 20. Now I press Alt on the keyboard and right click on the mouse and go up until I see what I like. Whatever is dark is not being sharpening, and whatever is on white is sharpening. So my focus was the kid, my grandson, so I want him to be sharpened. That's all. Now I go to effects, and effects I'm gonna bring this down to play a little bit, darken a little bit to with that. And the point, I'm gonna bring this down to 62. Feather it, I'm gonna feather it a little bit to about 89. Now I go to camera calibration, and I'm gonna bring the saturation on the blues a little bit to 10. Now I also going to close all that. Now I'm going to the, sorry, I'm gonna close it. I'm gonna hit the adjustment of the adjustment, and I'm gonna reset this. Sorry, I'm gonna reset this, and I'm gonna paint a little bit here. What I'm gonna do is bring the tint to change that color in that to 71, and the temperature and the tint, sorry, to about the same amount. I want to leave it. The exposure, I'm going to bring it up a little bit to 29, and we're going to play around how that goes. Clarity, I'm going to soften it. Soften the background right here, so it is softened, but I'm going to make it more soft, and I'm going to bring the sharpening down, and I'm going to bring a little bit of saturation on that to 5, and let's hit it right here. And already you can see that I'm gonna press O so I can see the mask. I don't want to go over him. If I go over him, you're gonna do this and take your time and do it right. I'm just doing it real fast for the YouTube channel. Anyway, what I want to tell you while I'm doing this is to take your time, please, and subscribe and leave any comments. And if I'm helping you out with these videos that I'm making, please let me know. I hope I am. I'm thinking I am helping you out. And that will be all. Take your time. Like I said, subscribe and leave your comments. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot. It will help me out to make more video, to keep me motivating to make more video. Thank you guys. Anyway, here we are. We're almost done with this right here. Okay, that looks good. I'm gonna go and put erase right here because I went over a little bit here, and by his hair and by his little ear, yeah. Press right here, and right here I went over a little bit too much. Alright, so now I press O back to see what I have done. That looks good. I think it looks good. Now I'm gonna press this right here and see what other color I can give to this floor. I think that little bit good, but I'm gonna bring down this. I'm gonna bring it down because I want to make the picture about him. I think I like that. That looks better. I think it looks way better. Let me just get here. I think it looks better. And if I'm gonna close that and open it again, and we hit this color, right? I think it was that color. Let me see if I can hit it again to make it over here. But remember, I'm gonna bring this down to that amount right there, and paint it right here, to make it, and right here I'm gonna go and bring this down because it was down. You know what, on there I'm gonna just leave it alone right there. Just leave it alone right there. Okay, that looks good. And like I said, bring it down a little bit. Oh, too Too much. Yeah, too much. Like I said, a little bit too much. I'm gonna go up. Oh. Right there. Well, let's leave it like that. Anyway, now I'm gonna press right here, because this is distracting a little bit to me. I don't know to you guys, but it is to me. And I'm gonna press it right there. That looks much better. I'm gonna see if I clone that by pressing the button right here and bring this up here, up here. Let's see what that it did, and it didn't do nothing. I'm gonna go again and go again over here. This time I'm gonna clone. Forgot to clone before. It looks good so far. It looks good. You know, you're not gonna be looking at that all the time. So anyway, I even gonna go down a little bit. There you go. That will bring it out. There you go. You will not notice that. Now, I'm gonna get another brush, and I'm gonna reset this. I'm gonna touch his face, the skin. So I'm gonna bring the clarity down to about 38. Also, I'm gonna bring sharpening. Where's the sharpening? Sorry, right here. I'm gonna bring it down to about 38. Now I'm gonna zoom in a little bit to his face, because this is what I want to do right here. Soften this and press O on the keyboard so I can see what I'm doing, painting, where I'm painting it. Okay, and so far looks good. Just be careful a little bit, you know, when you touch it in his face. Okay, you don't want to go over his eyes or his nose, because that will make him look weird, you know. Okay, and right here too. That looks good. I'm gonna go a little bit down there too, to make it look more out of focus, you know. Anyway, that looks good. I open it. Yep, looks good. Now I'm gonna open another one. But this one I'm gonna hit erase. I'm gonna go up a little bit on the clarity. I mean the exposure. I'm gonna go 19. Clarity I'm gonna go to 17. And sharpening 14. Now I'll go here, his eyes. There you go. Just bring his eyes a little bit, you know. Bring it out. Make it, you know, look better right there. Close it. Focus out. Looks better. Alright, so far it looks better. Now I'm gonna get another brush, and this time I'm gonna just erase. Hit effects to bring everything down, and bring this, so I can whiten this part right here a little bit, you know, and a little bit here. It's kind of dark, and whiten out a little bit here, and bring the shadow up a little bit on there. Okay, press O to see what I was doing. Bring up. That looks good, and I'll go bring it down a little bit. There you go. That looks good, you know. Close that. Now I'm gonna the spot removal. I'm gonna remove a couple of things right here, like this spot right here out of his nose, and this and this, you know, make it look better. Close, zoom out, and it, you know, this is a little bit distracting right here, but I'm gonna leave. Let me see what I do, but I probably Lightroom is not gonna do a good job out of it, but if not, I'm gonna leave it like that, because you hardly can see it. I hope. Let me see. No, it did a good job. Okay. I go back, you know. I'm gonna press another brush. This time I'm gonna go to saturation, and I'm gonna go -2 on the saturation, a little bit, you know, out of his face. Take it, you know, take that saturation and some of his arm. Anyway, that looks good. And now I'm gonna bring down the exposure again to 12. I bring it down because I really wanted him to show, you know, to pop out a little bit. And anyway, I'm gonna go now to lens. Sorry, not lens correction. Effects again, and bring this down a little bit more to darken everything to make him look. Now I go and touch again over here. You gotta play around. You know, you can't. Don't be afraid to play around and look at your pictures, because you don't know whatever you're gonna get. You know. So right there looks good. My eyes looks good. And I hope you see the before and after, and so good so far. I'm gonna go to the HSL panel again, and go to saturation, and bring the red down a little bit, and the yellow down a little bit, you know, and orange, sorry, and yellow, and that looks good, beautiful. I like what it looks like. And now you can see the before and after. I hope you appreciate what has been done right there. And I hope I gave you some tips. And please take your time and subscribe. Help me out build this channel. You can do it. You can just take 2 minutes, write some comments, and subscribe. It will help me out, and I will appreciate it. And this is the photo, the full photo right there. You can see. And I hope y'all like it, like I said. And that's before and after. Before and after, you can see way difference. And don't be afraid to experiment. Get in your chair, and get in the chair, like I said. Get in a little ladder, store, focus down, try different angles, move that flash around, play around with it, see what you can get. Until next time, this is Divi. Subscribe. Thank you.